The homeless. It sounds like you're interested in working with the homeless to try to help them somehow to get off the streets. If that's your interest, then stay tuned because this video will tell you a little bit more about the program. We started a program in 2009 in Connecticut to help the homeless off the streets, one person at a time. Since that time, the program has grown to now 4 chapters, 2 in Connecticut, 1 in Pennsylvania, and 1 in California. We now have these 4 chapters, and we've taken about 1,000 homeless men, women, and children off the streets with no paid staff, with no government funding, with no offices or office expenses. You can do this. If you're really interested, we'll show you how. We are a 501c3 registered with the IRS, and we have a group exemption, which means that we can start chapters all around the United States, including your own community. Stay tuned to the videos that are upcoming here right behind this, and we'll tell you more.
Not long ago that Anthony and Donna Schwab found themselves homeless.
No, they're not alone, but that's it. And there is help out there.
Anthony and Donna, who had been married for over 20 years, found help from Off the Streets, an all-volunteer organization that started in Danbury, which provides housing for those in need.
They are very awesome people and very friendly. They're not like overwhelmed or anything, even though they have a lot think on their plate. No matter what, they will stop everything just for the individual person to see to take care of them. And so far, I've succeeded.
The couple faced some hardships when they lost their home a few years ago. That's when they heard about the organization at a local soup kitchen.
What's really amazed me about Off the Streets, and it's kind of a miracle of sorts, is that the whole idea that a bunch of volunteers without any social work training at all can go and engage with homeless people, get them motivated to seek housing, can help them financially if they have an income source with a security deposit, and can provide furniture and household goods to get them settled and have this whole process done in a lot of cases just a week or two.
Off the Streets was founded by Deacon Michael Oles about 5 years ago. The seed was planted after speaking about poverty to a group of students.
Deacon Mike used to go to various religious ed groups. They would invite him to talk about homelessness. He would bring homeless people with him so that the kids could see homeless people, that they were for real, they were just like us. Well, after he went to one group, what they did, they were so inspired by this person's story that they took up a collection to get him off the streets.
With that initial offering, Deacon Oles was able to find an apartment and pay the security deposit for that individual. And so, Off the Streets was born.
People like Anthony and Donna, I mean, I wouldn't want to go through what they've done. And yet their faith, particularly Anthony's, really has sustained him through some really, really tough times. And he's been an inspiration to me.
Off the Streets strives to help the working poor, those who might otherwise fall through the cracks.
We're getting a lot of the cases that don't come necessarily directly through the social service agencies, but they're on the fringe. For some reason that the government can't help them. But, we talk to the people and, try and talk to social workers who dealt with them to get a sense of the validity of their story and, are these people a good risk? And, we've been blessed.
I would advise anybody, if they want to try something, to get something out of, if they're really a spiritual person, to really realize what God does for us and how much we're blessed, stuff that we get, and the stuff we're able to give back to people. It's just amazing. I keep saying it is.
Off the Streets has established 4 chapters across the country. In addition to Danbury and Fairfield, they are found in Pennsylvania and California. Off the Streets also collects donations to help furnish apartments. Deacon Oles has even published a book to help spread the word.
My mother used to say, help the little guy. And that's something that's really come through me. I'm really encouraged that, now I found a way in which I can help these people, help them very effectively. Just give them that little boost they need so that they can get up on their own 2 feet and go forward, be encouraged and go forward.
Schwab says it wasn't an easy road for him. However, with help from Off the Streets, and more importantly God, he was able to pull through.
Just keeping my faith in God, leaving it in His hand, praying every day, and that's basically knowing that God's with you all the time.
Simons encourages anyone, religious or not, to extend a hand to help as the organization hopes to continue to do its good works. Reporting from Danbury for Crossroads Magazine, I'm John Moreno.
My husband and I decided to help with the household goods so we could get the community involved. We've been doing several drives at the park to get people to donate sheets and towels. And that way, when people move into their new apartments, they have something for us to give them.
It's really exciting because I get to talk to the donors up front, and I know that some of them go out of their way to get us special things for our clients that aren't in our normal process. And when I get to talk to our clients after they've gotten the furniture, they're so excited and so appreciative. It's really a great feeling.
I couldn't find a job. I couldn't find, because of my criminal background, and I couldn't find a place to live. I did drugs, sold drugs, ran drugs, anything possibly like get me money. I got sent to Heritage House, which is a rehab, and then I transferred out of Heritage House to Casa Teresa, which was a pregnancy shelter, and from there I moved to Elimination, and they've had me housed at a motel for a year and a half. Kind of kept me trapped because it was the same people, same lifestyle that I was trying to escape. At my school, we have a program called CARE for single mothers, and our director of resources, she referred me to you guys.
It's wonderful. It's very exciting, and it connects, the work of collecting donations and things, and then to actually see the person help them and being settled in, and it's really good.
I plan on working at a resort, hopefully overseas, when I finish all 3 of my certificates, which is hotel management, front office, spa management, and travel agency.
Well, my wife and I have always wanted to help out the homeless and do more than just, giving them money and food from time to time. We wanted to help change their lives, and we came across Off the Streets on Facebook, and we really love what they stand for and everything that they do for others. So we decided to offer our moving services to help them.
My son's able to run around. He's extremely just a lively kid, so he's able to just be himself, and I feel safe. He feels safe, and we're able to call somewhere home. And it helps me in my sobriety, just being somewhere that I know I'm not around drugs.
This kind of brings us to the end of our process, where we've helped Angelica with her security deposit. And what's great about this location is it brings her within a mile of her school where she's completing her degree. And now she'll have a furnished place where she can live and not have to live in a hotel.
Hello, welcome to Off the Streets, Lancaster, PA. We are a faith-based service organization with a clear mission, helping the homeless off the streets one person at a time. Beginning with our first person in the spring of 2013, then on to our 100th in the summer of 14, our chapter has now helped move over 200 people off the streets right here in Lancaster, PA. Off the Streets was started in 2009 in Danbury, Connecticut by Deacon Michael Oles. Deacon Oles, a leading advocate for the homeless in the area for years, was inspired by middle school-aged children who raised enough funds to help a homeless person pay the security deposit to get into permanent housing. Deacon Oles founded the local chapter here in Lancaster, PA in May of 2013. and his charter remains consistent, helping people move quickly off the streets and into homes of their own. Who are the homeless? These are people, men, women, and or children, who do not have a house, apartment, or room to call their own. They typically sleep in public areas such as cars, parks, or shelters. Homeless people are often assumed to have mental illness, addiction, or both. While these are some of the causes, every situation is unique. Many fall behind in their rent and are evicted. Some could be in abusive relationships or just flat out fall in hard times. Even people with a source of income and locating affordable housing can find themselves homeless without the means to pay the security deposit and have the home furnishings necessary to live. This is where Off the Streets comes in. Once the homeless person finds a place where he or she can afford, Off the Streets provides a security deposit, basic furniture, and a living needs package. All the resources for Off the Streets comes from donations from individuals, houses of worship, companies, and grants. While accepting donations anytime, we host several drives a year where members of the community can drop off gently used furniture such as beds, dressers, and tables, and living needs items such as sheets, pillows, and kitchenware. Importantly, and as part of our credo, there are no strings attached. We make no demands of the people we help. We don't accept government funding, have no paid staff or office space. All the funds and other resources go directly to supporting our mission. Most of the referrals come from existing network of homeless service providers here in Lancaster County, and over 80% of the placements we serve are women, children, and seniors. So who are we? We're a group of caring, highly committed, and inspired individuals, all with one common goal: helping the homeless off the streets. So how can you help? Well, donations are always welcome, and as a 501c recognized organization, they're deductible. Perhaps even consider joining us, become a volunteer, assist us on a move, or in many other ways. You could even consider starting your own chapter. For more information about Off the Streets, see our website or give us a call, area code 717-723-8084. Additionally, if you'd like to learn more about the background of Off the Streets and perhaps how you might start your own ministry, you can pick up Deacon Olds' book, which is currently being sold on Amazon, with all proceeds being donated to helping the homeless off the streets. Thank you for taking this time with us. We're very proud of our accomplishments, yet realize there is still much to do. Our sole mission remains to help the homeless off the streets, one person at a time.
I hope you're intrigued and fascinated by the videos you just saw. You can see that the people involved with Off the Streets are very fired up with the Holy Spirit. And I hope that you will continue to take a look at this program on the website, offthestreetsnow.com. And for sure, to give me a call at my cell phone, 203-482-1460. Or you can contact me by email, MOLES, the number 5, so it's moles5 at comcast.net. If you contact me and if you're interested, I'll be glad to send you a copy of the book, Off the Streets, Help the Homeless Off the Streets, One Person at a Time. I'll send it to you free of charge, and I'll be happy to hear from you. And I want you to think about starting this and praying about this, and think about starting your own chapter of Off the Streets in your own community, in your own state. We'll help you every step of the way. God bless you, and peace be with you.